This is Jacob Eka again with Let's Get Drunk and Talk Wrasslin! Episode 2! Alright, so last time whenever we seen you, or we talked to you, we just finished NXT TakeOver and Survivor Series both taking place in Toronto, which was, both of them were amazing on my part. I thought they were all great.
Yep.
Super good, super good. Alright, so real quick, with me I have...
Adrian Wrasslin, apparently.
That's Wrasslin.
A.K.A. Adey Dangerously.
Adey Dangerously. And also with us we have...
Mr. Gregory Gibson, a.k.a. Coach.
Coach Greg! Coach Greg, everybody. Okay. All right. I'd like to also mention, so obviously Let's Get Drunk and Talk Wrasslin has a similar name to another podcast here in town. That's because they are two of our best friends in all of the world. It's Mike at Let's Get Drunk and Talk Comics and Dexter Arnold as well at Let's Get Drunk and Talk Comics. They've given us...
Check them out.
Yeah, check them out, dude. They're awesome. They've given us the permission to fly with their banner, and eventually you'll see some duo ships within our two podcasts joining forces.
There'll be chair shots.
There will be chair shots and glorious championships to be won. Okay, so yeah, everybody check them out. They have a Facebook page, Let's Get Drunk and Talk Comics, and also you can get it Mikey at Mikey is Pissed on Twitter, and Dexter's under at Jealous of Regis, I believe.
Yeah. And also you can see their YouTube page through our YouTube page. Yeah, we got a link for them, and whatever you're looking at, it has it.
Yeah, so we got the link on there so you can check them out. I'd like to also say that we're sponsored by Mitchell Engraving here in Tennessee. Larry Mitchell is one of our good customers at Old Liberty Tobacco and Beer. He can engrave wood, metal, Yeti cups, whatever you want to do, dude. And he got some really good shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, I just want to take a time, since this is only our second episode, to kind of introduce ourselves to the people that are listening. Hopefully, a lot of people are listening. Maybe. But, okay, so me, Jacob Eka, been a wrestling fan since I was a child. I remember at my grandmother's, I think, seeing a steel cage match, and it was like the blue steel, that old school, the old shit. So, I've loved it, watched it forever. I think there was like maybe a 4-year period where I didn't watch it on a daily basis.
I think we all have lulls in where we just weren't watching for some reason.
Life gets crazy.
Yeah. Not having cable.
And also say, being a hippie living with a bunch of other hippies running through creeks is what happens. But yeah.
If you're lucky, you can find a trailer park that's got one cable box and 7 cables running out to the trailer.
Most popular guy in the trailer park. So yeah, dude, I've just loved wrestling forever, and I wanted to start something up because, I have a bunch of friends that are into it. We have parties on pay-per-view Sundays, and everybody gets together, we'll cook out or whatever. But
hopefully we'll get to record ourselves one day watching that pay-per-view.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. We have big aspirations here at Let's Get Drunk and Talk Wrasslin. So that's my story why I want to get into the whole podcast business on wrestling. Adrian, if you'd like to... Mr. Broflowski, give your side of the story.
For sure. Ayo, Adrian.
Yeah.
Ayo,
Adrian.
Pop a beer real quick.
Go for it. But no, it's just, like to start off, the story I love to tell is my mom has a picture of me, like 2 years old, fucking, like, face up against the screen, fucking watching Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior fighting.
She's screaming behind you, "You're gonna go blind!"
Yeah. And then me and my brother would go wrestle with our fucking, they were basically just plush dolls.
Yeah, dude. Like Macho Man and shit. I think I had a Macho Man.
I had Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan.
Word. And what was that tag team? The
Ultimate Maniacs or something.
No, it was called
I can't remember what it was.
The Ultimate Maniacs.
No, it wasn't. You talking about who? Macho Man and Hogan?
No, we're talking about
Mega
Warrior.
Powers.
Yeah, we all know Mega Powers.
You son of a bitch. But no. Anyway, as I was growing up, I started getting into ECW a lot more, and fucking the Attitude Era, which Definitely did not do me any favors in school, but I didn't give a shit.
And punk music at the time, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, punk music has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there was a lull there, a couple years. I think it was the start of the Ruthless Aggression era, and when I came back was right around WrestleMania 20.
Oh, okay. So that's Brock and Kurt in the main event?
No,
The shooting
that
star
was
press?
Brock and Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What main event, though?
The main
okay.
event was Chris Benoit, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H.
And Chris won it.
It was the... I don't want to... I'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
But the fact is that's when I came back into it hot and heavy ever since then, and it's just always been an interest and always will be.
You?
And you're right, I just looked it up. It is the Ultimate Maniacs.
Yeah, thought so. All right, so Greg, Coach, you want to give us your insight on why you wanted to be a podcaster for wrestling?
Well, like the rest of you two gentlemen, it got me at a young age, and like anybody else, I had the little dip where I got out of it. But what caught me is when I was over at my grandparents' house one evening, and my grandfather was watching it. And, like any other kid, I idolized my grandfather, so, I would make it a regular thing even when I wasn't with him to watch wrestling. And eventually I got my dad into it, and it became like this little family thing where we would go over to my grandparents on Monday night and watch Raw, me, my dad, and my grandfather.
Really?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
That's fucking cool.
So, and...
I had to sneak watching Raw
Me
in
too.
the basement.
We're raised-
And this was Attitude Era. I mean, I was like 7 or 8, maybe.
Seeing Sable's tits all in
Seeing
your
Sable's
face.
tits.
With the hand fucking things.
Not even that, just like the whole Kiss My Ass Club. Seeing all that with my granddad and my father. And, so yeah, that's the reason why I carry it with me to this day.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. It's something I shared with my brothers during the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
I was on
Sorry, Mom and Dad, for all the broken furniture.
I had pretty much a brother, Jordan.
We had a trampoline and we did all our shit on that.
That's what I'm saying.
Did
We
that
videoed
too.
it. Me and a couple guys that I graduated with, actually, way before. I think we were like 7th or 8th grade. We used to get together on the weekends. It's like Ryan Dunlap and Blake Underwood and a couple other people.
Yeah.
But filmed it, dude, and I remember them turning on me. I was tag champs with Blake, and then Ryan came in and beat me up, and him and Blake. I was like, no!
Of course, Brian and Blake.
Yeah, Ryan and Blake. I was like, God damn it. Oh, well. Anyways. Continue, Greg.
But no, it became a family thing with me, and when I was unfortunate enough to lose my grandfather, it was that thing I kind of still done it, out of love. You know, except for that period where I fell out.
Yeah.
Well, being able to watch it is
Well, yeah, I
definitely,
mean, and to me now it's that nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
So now that we've all mentioned that we kind of fell out at a certain age, like, do you remember the age? Because I think I may have been like, I'd probably say like 15 or 16.
Yeah, right
15,
when I was
16, probably 15 to 18, honestly.
Yeah. See, I was gone the whole...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was probably 17 to 19 is when I fell out for a bit. But I don't know. I have to check if the dates match up with that. I might be wrong on that. I've been drinking.
But to be honest, I fell out from about when I was a junior in high school, so I was probably about 15, 16.
That's kind of me.
Yeah, but I didn't start getting back into it until after I got out of college, which was around like 2013.
Actually, the reason I started getting back into it was because Mike from Let's Get Drunk and Talk Comics, we became friends like 5 or 6 years ago, and his dad that he lived with for a long time, he's kind of old. Well, he's old, but Bilbo Baggins is what we call him because he's Billy. But anyways, Bilbo. He would watch Raw every Monday night, and like whenever me and Blair started hanging out with him, like we just noticed, and I was like, oh wow, I haven't watched wrestling forever, and ever since me and Mike, and forever it was just me and Mike, the only people that I really talked wrestling with, but that was before I started hanging out with y'all a lot too.
Yeah.
But so, anything else you'd like to say about why you wanted to be a fan or involved?
It's one thing I want to say really quick.
Go ahead.
I will say that this is the first I've been able to talk wrestling with anybody because it was just a long period of being around people that just really didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'd have my fan
for a long time. Being a wrestling fan was like you had to be closeted with that shit.
Yeah, because people would make fun of you.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous because wrestling's fucking awesome, and the people that perform are some of the best athletes
Without
in the
a doubt.
fucking world.
Oh, yeah, dude.
No
Without
matter
a doubt.
what. Yeah. Okay.
And it's a community, dude.
Exactly. So we all fucking love wrestling, and that's why we're doing this shit for you, the listeners.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we just wanted to give you a little rundown on why we love all that shit. So, everybody, what you drinking tonight? Well, what's everybody drinking on? Since it's Let's Get Drunk and Talk Wrestling.
I'm drinking on delicious Sweetwater IPA that is just scrumptious.
Yeah. I agree. And you, sir?
I'm drinking Everclear and cranberry sauce.
Because he's the only real man here.
Yeah, the only real man here, Everclear. I'm drinking, I threw in $4 on the 6-pack of Sweetwater IPA, so me and Greg are splitting that tonight because we love that IPA.
Yes.
Give us more IPA. IPA.
I was wondering if you guys were going to catch that I call it cranberry sauce.
Souse. Souse, if anything.
It's cran raspberry.
Crane raspberry?
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
It's pussy. It's good.
Should have went for the straight cranberry.
You want to sip? You want
I've had it.
Why you're at
I'm a pussy.
Just drink your Everclear alone. Whatever. You know. All right, so tonight we got like 3 main topics we're going to cover with you. Topic number 1, ECW, the legacy that it left behind, the rise and fall, some of the greatest moments, some of the greatest stars that are still involved in the industry today that carry a lot of the indies that, I mean, they never stopped. Like, they live for the art of wrestling.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I fucking
dude.
love them, dude. They had the best fucking fans. I mean, I know one of us definitely feels very strongly about the ECW, and that's Mr. Broflovski. So at this time, I'm going to let him take it away on a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I could gush for days. Just all about, like, all starting. I didn't actually see this when I was a kid, but after, like, you know, getting back into it later and being able to see it again because of the fucking network. But anyway, see the Shane Douglas fucking incident,
And everybody forgets about that.
yeah. I mean, that's
Actually-
basically what kicked it off.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally, he's the one that carried the belt from Eastern Championship Wrestling into Extreme Championship Wrestling, right? It was the NWA title at one point.
Well, he threw it down.
Yeah,
Like,
and
he
like
just-
put a spat on it and said, yeah.
And he's the ECW champion, and I'm like, whoa.
That's a huge thing, and really, Shane Douglas, like, he did a lot, and he was famous in ECW. He was in WWF for a little bit as, you know, Dean Douglas or whatever, but
Yeah,
he never really got over it.
Mm-mm.
I think one because some of his attitude, but also like that whole NWA incident.
Yeah, there was a lot of that era that people who came in that fucking just didn't quite click, like from ECW or from elsewhere, from UFC even. My man Dan Severn.
There you go.
But but anyway, getting on. I didn't know that they were in that they had a crossover with WWF like way early on, like in '96, I think.
Yeah.
And like I said, like Sandman spitting beer on Lugio Vega or whatever. Savio Vega. Excuse me.
Lugio.
Lugio, I don't know. I saw Lucha on my paper. But that's another topic to get into. That's where Lucha basically started for us.
Well, let's say the cruiserweight division, because Lucha was a
Well-
Mexican thing for a long time.
Well, Lucha specifically. Because that's
True,
where,
they had a lot of Mexican wrestlers
like,
come out.
Rey Mysterio,
Juventud.
yeah, Psychosis.
Psychosis, yeah.
Fucking, you know, Super Crazy.
Yep, super crazy.
Fucking all
Didn't
that.
him and Sabu have like some crazy matches together, or am I mistaken?
I thought that was Ray.
I know Ray's had matches with Sabu, but I'm not sure. I've fact checked that.
Yeah, we'll have to check
fact-check
that out.
Yeah.
We'll mention that again.
But also seeing in the Attitude Era coming in the Radicals. You remember that?
Oh yeah, dude. Eddie Guerrero, Perry Saturn, was Chris Benoit in that?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
Chris
Dean
Benoit.
Malenko.
And Dean Malenko. There you go.
And fucking all of them from ECW.
So WCW's cruiserweight division.
Yeah,
pretty
basically.
much.
Yeah, they went from ECW
Exactly.
and then went to WCW and then went to fucking WWE.
Yeah.
And I remember the fucking Eddie Guerrero coming out and fucking just really ripping the management a new one before he said, I quit, basically,
Yeah.
and then just fucking left. And I was like, okay, we're going to see him in WWF.
I thought Eddie could like deliver a promo like So good.
Fantastic.
Like, then nobody ever really talks about his promos that much. You know?
Right.
They talk about his ability in the ring, but I mean, he had it on the mic too, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have it all.
Wrestling was in his blood.
Yeah.
Literally. But he was the only one out of his family that really did amount to anything, though, really, wasn't he?
I mean, unless you count his father and his uncle.
His father.
And stuff.
Oh, yeah. They're
legends like in Mexico, though. They're not really legends.
But they were like gods in Mexico, dude.
Yeah. The whole Guerrero family was like gods. Even Chavo.
Yeah. Chavo didn't get enough respect, I think. They, of course,
it's
WWE's...
He got blanketed as Eddie's nephew.
Well, he did that fucking Mr. White thing for a bit, and everyone was kind of like...
And that was right whenever Eddie died.
Yeah. I remember seeing that, too, on the fucking special, that he was still in his, like... I think I'm remembering.
It's like a polo and a sweater.
Yeah, and he has blonde hair and shit, and I'm like, I think that was on there, but I might be wrong.
No, you're right. I remember that. Yeah.
Can I have a cigarette, Duffy?
What?
Can I have a cigarette?
Yes.
I'll cut that out.
Now, actually, we normally don't smoke in the house, but we have a jam room that we're eventually we're gonna get the video, so you'll see it. But we have a jam room, so we lifted a window and we're smoking cigarettes in here.
Anyone who knows me from the internet probably knows I smoke.
Yeah.
Because my streams, that's what usually interrupts them. Is I'm like, I'm gonna go out and have a cigarette.
Speaking of being in a jam room, I think Greg was fixing to play a note or two for you. Anyways.
I must say it also bears mentioning the ECW fans.
Yes.
Because, I mean, the whole thing, them throwing all the chairs in the fucking ring, and fucking...
Terry Funk.
Yeah, Terry Funk and Cactus.
They were like, don't ever do that again, Terry.
And it was just like, everybody is... It was ridiculous.
At one point, Terry Funk was in the very beginning of ECW.
Yeah, he carried that company on his back for a long time.
Yeah. But, I mean, he got paid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he wasn't doing it for free. Like most of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them didn't get paid on the regular.
Sometimes they were making $25 a night.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's kind of basic indie stuff.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
you know.
I mean,
it's all for the love of it.
It was just, you could just watch those old episodes and just see the love throughout the whole thing. For just straight up wrestling. And they did do some story stuff, but fucking really didn't, like, push that too much. It was just straight to the fucking two guys beating the shit out of each other. 4 guys, 16 guys, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. The whole locker room. Come on out.
Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer drinking a beer off women's tits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sandman. I didn't mention Sandman.
You mentioned him at the beginning of the angle, the original Invasion angle.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I did. But yeah, Sandman did a lot for that business too, because he was just so over with the fans.
Yeah.
Like, everybody fucking loved Sandman.
The more hardcore...
Was Vampiro in ECW at any point?
Oh, I don't think so. Vampiro? I think he came from AWA, which is like or the AAA, the Mexican Lucha Libre thing.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. We'll have to
that.
check that out. I like Vampiro. I did. I really did.
Only time I ever saw him was in
WCW against Sting.
Well, not just
but they
that,
did some
but
pretty
his
cool
little
shit
bit with the Misfits.
Oh yeah. What was
that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Misfits.
Yeah.
Which obviously I've already mentioned the Jammer and everything. We're all musicians as well. We love music. That's another thing that we're passionate about.
I like original Misfits with Danzig. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get shit for that.
I love
for
Danzig
sure,
more than I like the Misfits.
Who?
Danzig. Huh?
Heathen.
Well, you know, I'm not the punk soul like you, sir.
Which brings me to a comment that I heard CM Punk say on the Monday Night War special for ECW. He was talking about how ECW was basically the punk rock of wrestling. And, you know, going to a lot of those shows in fucking Portland, Oregon, and also in Las Vegas, Nevada. So there's not a camera. What are you doing here? Anyway. But I went to some pretty awesome shows that were in that same vein. It was just people who were doing it for the love of the music. I mean, whether we do it in a venue or in a basement, you know.
Yeah.
I went to many basement shows. It was fucking awesome.
Around here, we don't have basement shows.
We're classy. We get a VFW.
Paid my dues at Allegiant. I know that. Getting robbed the whole time. Can't trust them bets. You can edit that out, obviously.
I'll go ahead and do that. But mentioning now the ECW Untold Story that's on the network now, and I watched it the other day, and there's a lot of shit in there that I didn't know. Number one being that, well, apparently Disney wanted to buy ECW at one point. Like,
It's so crazy.
have like 49% interest in it.
But I've heard that like Disney like has stock in porn too.
They probably have stock in shit that won't
Yeah.
ever see the light of day.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm getting a phone call.
I mean,
Not
they own
really.
Lucasfilm now. Star Wars is like sci-fi porn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Disney will definitely probably take over all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Sci-fi porn.
But
You heard it
I
from
wonder,
me first.
It's already a thing. You've never seen Lord of the G-String? Come on. Okay. also, you were talking about them being potentially bought by Disney. I wonder because
Well, not bought, but like have a shared interest
Okay.
in. Like,
I wonder if
49%
I wonder if
share.
that was for like a TV type deal because Disney owns ABC. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
So like, what if like one day ECW was on fucking ABC?
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
I don't know if that would have worked.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have worked. Definitely,
Yeah.
it would have been like a one-time thing.
I had completely forgotten for some reason that they were on TNN for a while.
Really?
Yeah, they actually were on TV. They gave them like the shittiest time slots and the shittiest fucking
Production value.
Yeah, and then lo and behold, in comes WWE on TNN, and then and then eventually I believe Spike TV.
Yeah.
TNA became Spike.
Was that TNN
TNN,
or
I said TNA.
TNT?
TNN.
Okay, so
TNT
TNT was the
what
Turner.
WCW was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Turner. Okay.
Which didn't TNT become TBS?
No, TBS,
No, TBS was already a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably owned by.
It's the Superstation.
But
I own CNN.
we'll definitely also mentioning ECW. They're a huge part in the whole Monday Night War thing.
Oh, yeah.
We'll definitely have some more conversations about that within the podcast.
Yeah, I feel
as
that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that. But
Because
since
they-
we went into the whole ratings thing for a second, we had to talk about that. But
You all right there, buddy?
is there anything else you'd like to say about ECW? Either one of you?
I will say, just gush for a second, that ECW was the fucking greatest promotion of the 90s. And I think so just because it had more heart and it had more
If
just
you mean by art, you mean the Dudley Boys
Heart.
tie-dye TV show?
heart, you
T-shirt. God.
But
heart, you dillweed.
I think we've talked about this before, ECW, how they took it so extreme that at a certain point you can't get any more extreme without somebody dying.
Well, that's
or-
why they would bring in people like Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero. It would
for
put
the
on,
technical
like-
parts,
Yeah, and people fucking loved it.
Yeah, but they were never main event.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were fucking dope and the crowd loved them. Which, those are the best matches, I think. Was that right before they went to WCW or WWE? Or F?
Who?
Eddie and Dean in
Oh,
ECW.
oh, they went to WCW.
Yeah, because
and
the
they were-
crowd was like,
They were
"Please
there
don't
through
go."
most of the 90s.
It's
and,
so awesome.
And then fucking they switched over to WWF 2000, I think. Year 2000, I believe.
Sounds right.
And that's why they were in the No Mercy game and you could fucking grab into the crowd and grab a thing of roses.
Yes, I remember that. All about Latino heat.
And Dean Malenko with his... Always adjusting those fucking things.
On his wrist, obviously.
Just put them on right the first time. Sorry, I love you, Dean.
So, yeah, ECW is fucking fantastic.
Well, I mean, all the great promos started in ECW.
Well, we're talking about Paulie teaching people how to do
Well,
promos.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they were...
Paulie was a great fucking
Yeah.
instigator with that
And we haven't
shit.
even mentioned Paul Heyman, and we're talking about ECW.
I'm
trying to go to the next topic, and we haven't even mentioned Paul Heyman, and we're talking
Hey,
about
I was
fucking
saving
ECW.
it to the end. I could gush for days about the guy.
Polly, man.
I love you, Polly.
A fucking
Your
genius.
spirit animal.
Yes.
Oh, I love the guy.
Actually, Adrian came to our Halloween party this year dressed as Polly.
Hey, Polly Dangerously.
All he did was put on a blazer.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry I dressed like the
He put his hair in a
genius.
ponytail.
Yeah, I don't usually do that.
But Paul Heyman, seriously, he had his stints in
He was
AWA at one point, I believe.
maybe.
It was like
I
whenever it
think
was
so.
still a territory thing. Ric Flair was on AWA as well.
Maybe.
Paul Heyman started out as a photographer too.
Yeah,
I know-
15. He invested his bar mitzvah money into fucking camera equipment, I think, and
So he could.
I think he's someone. Yeah, I think I've seen something
Yeah.
on that. Fucking get out of my face with that shit. Apparently, one of the only instances where there was going to be money offered to Paul Heyman at all from WWE, as he attests. I know the Monday Night Wars episode says that Vince McMahon is there saying, you know, he cut checks to Paul Heyman like every month. Paul Heyman says, nay. He says that never happened. The only check that was going to happen was maybe he was going to start commentating on Shotgun Saturdays, I believe.
huh?
And that
Because
is...
I've seen where they said that they got like $1,000 check a week from.
I've seen
Vince.
it on the Legends Roundtable, and
Yeah,
What the hell are you doing over here?
I don't know.
put it down.
I'm over here trying to mute the stream so it doesn't make anything.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
still
thinking
making-
about the.
You're still making sounds.
I'm sure you can hear cars too, but that's fine. It makes it real.
We're real people.
We're in a jam room,
Wrestling's
for God's
still
sake.
real.
We're in a jam room and you tell me not to touch anything.
All right,
I don't know how bad I just want to go.
if he's going, I'm going with him.
All right, so we'll try not to jam while we're sitting in this room. So ECW, any last words?
Clipping the audio, you asshole.
Any last words? ECW, guys. Anything?
I said my piece.
Okay.
I think it was. the
Greg
best.
wasn't ever investing into ECW. As
Well,
a child.
I knew the great things that came out of it. Like,
Yeah, but he never watched it.
yeah.
Never watched the.
I mean, I've seen
so-
stuff now, like years later, but I wasn't watching anything while it was happening.
Gotcha. So, we fucking love ECW. Anyways, topic number 2. We're going to, let's see, big names, part-timers, getting all the
paychecks.
checks and getting all the main events. We're not going to try and disrespect anybody that is doing that, such as Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, Undertaker even.
The Rock.
The Rock, yes. Even sometimes John Cena, just because we know you're here and like we've seen you for the past decade.
No. He's just been really busy with Total Bellas.
Anyways, John, turn heel, then we'll love you.
Yep.
I promise.
It worked for you the
That's all
first
it
time.
takes.
I don't care if you're rapping at me.
It worked for him the
Just
first
come
time.
out. Just
so-
come out and AA Nikki Bella through an announce table. That's all you gotta do.
Come out to Nikki's theme song.
Yes, and like hip toss, and we'll be like, "Oh my God, it's happening."
Does anyone
Yes.
remember when his submission move was still called the STFU?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do, for sure. There was the ruthless aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, we're trying to say that it's unfair to most of the roster. Hell, we can even say some of the indies because nobody gets to be picked up and thrown into the main roster because they've been sharing the light only on like these big names for so long, and they don't even wrestle every night. Like they're not in it for that.
It's basically what WCW was doing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like I said, I mean, not only is that a pay-per-view slot, or like the money really doesn't matter, I guess. But like the pay-per-view slot and like the promo time they get on like Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's promo times that they could give to the cruiserweight division that needs it so badly.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now we're just getting matches and it's nothing to really look forward to. It's
Yeah.
just there because I honestly believe that Raw invested the money, WWE invested the money in it just so Raw could buy more time on the 3-hour show.
Probably. All we've seen is 6-man tag matches and like one-on-one matches with either T.J. Perkins.
We just know Brian Kendrick's a dick. We don't know why.
Yeah. Like, what's your deal with the whole...
It looks like he has leukemia.
What's your deal with the whole Captain Hook infatuation? Like, why do you want to be a pirate so bad, Brian? Like, we remember you from, like, the early 2000s. Like, come back, man. Gain some weight. Quit your veganism shit.
You know, just, CrossFit Jesus.
Yeah, another CrossFit Jesus. Like,
God damn it, Brian.
I don't know if he's vegan or not, but he totally looks like a guy that would be vegan.
I love Brian Kendrick.
I loved him. I loved, as in past tense.
I still do. God damn it.
I mean, he's more entertaining than T.J. Perkins.
Yup.
That
and he dresses to match the belt.
Yeah.
All of his clothes are purple.
Purple. Good old purple bitches.
It's metallic.
Yeah. I think the Cruiserweight belt's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I just think the people that wrestle in their ass, and that's because I don't know anything about it.
All right, so let's quit talking about let's quit talking about the Cruiserweight division because we're talking about big money, like big checks, like part-timers.
Yeah.
So do y'all have anything to say about that topic?
I mean, because do you know how much money it takes to bring like The Rock back to make that fucker? Because he was active on Raw and SmackDown while he was doing all that, but to pay him to stop filming for like a year and a half, you know how much money that probably cost Vince?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure Rock kind of came back as a part of a favor anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe in the early days.
Yeah, but still, I mean, like that's a chance.
We're talking about after Scorpion King, like 2, maybe. You know.
Yeah,
maybe I mean, started to pay him more.
I mean, when they stopped calling him Rock and started calling him Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, that's time. John Cena at the end could have been fusing with Daniel Bryan, and we could have had all that extra Daniel Bryan time. He could have been feuding. That CM Punk angle that will only last for like 4 months could have lasted a year or 6 months. You know, that was time that they rushed a lot of shit together when they could still be focused on some people instead of having, finish up storylines so this person can be open.
Right. So, I mean, if they would, like, just not do that, that'd be great. Yeah. So we all agree.
And with all that money, you could drop the network to $5.99.
$5.99. What's that, Michael?
$3.50. $3.50.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw down to $3.50 and we'll be all right. We're good with that. So does anybody have anything else to say about the big check thing? Oh, let's talk about the whole Brock Lesnar and Goldberg thing. Like that's 2 part-timers, 2 ginormous checks.
Did you guys see the promo that fucking Paulie cut on the last fucking Raw?
Before they fought?
No, after.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Oh, dude. He's like... He looks to me like a dad who just saw his son fall and scrape his knees for the first time. He's got tears in his eyes.
He's so sensitive, Paulie.
And he's fucking, saying, he's scared of what Brock's gonna do and shit like that. And it was ominous. It was kind of... whoa, he's going to be in the Rumble.
But what if they played that off?
Yeah. Oh, so that's what I called the week whenever the Monday after Survivor Series. Goldberg cut a promo saying that he was approached by Stephanie to take the Royal Rumble on, and so I immediately said, "Of course, Brock Lesnar is going to be in the Royal Rumble." And I hate that because if it comes down between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg by themselves at the end of the Royal Rumble, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. That's what's happening at the Rumble. In case you're making plans.
Oh, man.
And Undertaker, I love you to death, dude. Like, your legacy will live forever. But, just retire.
Yep. Same thing with Kane.
Yeah, Kane too.
The Brothers of Destruction
I think
are...
Destructed.
Yeah, we talked about that in the first episode about how Kane.
And it's so sad too because I literally saw a fucking Undertaker come on the scene when I was a kid. And
yeah.
Scared the piss out of me. Mm-hmm. Like there's my brother's telling me, after they put him in that casket, they're dead. They're just dead. I'm like, what?
I think it would be funny though.
How's Yoko on Raw still? What's going on?
I think it would be funny though. You know how Lesnar said if when he beats Goldberg, he'd be like, he's like he'll be his daddy or whatever.
Oh yeah.
How funny would it be if they had Goldberg lose and like film Brock and his son's vignettes together because Brock is so fucking awkward anyway. But like just teaching him how to throw a football and shit.
We're teaching him how to wrestle.
Yeah.
Suplex him a lot.
And then how Goldberg came back and take it for that third win.
Just suplex him a lot.
Just saying, WWE, I own
NF5.
the copyrights to that idea, so if you want it, you gotta buy it.
We shouldn't have mentioned WWE and copyrighted in the same sentence.
God.
I'll edit that out.
No, don't edit it. It's raw material. Okay, so we've talked about that shit. Let's go to topic number 3. People such as Bret Hart and Jim Cornette and their comments that they make on social media.
They're endless business.
I hate them both, but I hate Bret more.
Part of me wants to love Jim Cornette.
Like, he's saying what he's saying, and he never really was a wrestler, but he was always like a huge fan.
It's kind of like a Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, but
or a Paul Heyman.
Yeah, or a Paul Heyman.
Jim Cornette. What was Jim Cornette?
Yeah.
The manager. Wasn't he one of them that was like he was like sunburnt all the time and had his hair slicked back?
Yeah, had the tennis racket.
Yeah, what was that?
Brother Love.
Yeah, that's it.
Crazy.
And he has the gall to fucking fuck with people's gimmicks.
Yeah, exactly. His gimmick will never get over. Really?
You had a tennis racket, motherfucker.
Chris Jericho got a list over.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm sure they hate that. But Bret Hart has been really kind of like kind of really critical of a certain person in the WWE that I happen to love, Seth Rollins.
Yep,
I love Seth Rollins.
I think he's one of the best technicians in the ring today, obviously. And he is still the future, even though he's been around for a little bit. Like, I think since he came back from his injury,
he's been better.
We're seeing a rerun of like Triple H early 2000s.
That's what I was going to say. He's like the next generation Triple H.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's using the pedigree not only because of that. I would have said that before he started using the pedigree, which I wish they would bring the curb stomp back because it was amazing.
Well,
especially the way you could come out of it like that RKO.
Yes.
I think the guys that were in the Shield are the new Clique. That's my theory.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're made at this point.
I don't know. Dean seems in question, but he could be the Scott Hall of the whole issue.
That's the thing.
Love you, Scott. I really love you.
Scott Hall.
I love fucking Scott Hall, dude.
I do too.
Probably one of my at least top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, me and my brother used to pretend we were Kevin Nash and Scott Hall
The
and
Outsiders.
fucking, tag team wrestle kids on a trampoline and fucking.
Thank you for inventing the trampoline because we all use them as children.
You know how many fucking frog splashes I took off one of those bastards?
Jordan broke his ankle. On the trampoline when we were growing up.
Love you, Jordan.
Yeah, love you, Jordan.
I jumped off a fucking shed. Don't ever do this at home, kids. Please don't. This was stupid. I jumped off a shed onto a trampoline, trying to do a leg drop. Because I was a fat kid, so I couldn't, flip or anything.
So control it.
It was either that or a splash. So I was like, all right, leg drop. I hit it just wrong and launch off into the deserty waste that is a bunch of thistles and thorn bushes and fucking dirt. I land on my stupid
head. Is this
head.
Nevada?
Yeah. Nevada. We're going to get hate for that.
It's okay. They know they live in the desert.
Always.
Sorry, I have trees.
You can have trees in Nevada. I grew up in a town that was full of trees.
Most of them are probably southerners trying to escape the humidity.
Oh, it's so moist down here.
I love that voice.
I love the way he says moist.
Yeah. So, quit being assholes, guys. I hate that.
I
I just think it's Brett both of them just trying to stay relevant.
But at the same time, I think Brett has said that he doesn't even watch the new material.
If he doesn't watch, then how the fuck does he know?
Exactly.
And see, all I know is that
Brett's a douche.
it bears mention that another person who is kind of a douche in all of this, and yes, I know he's basically a made man at this point. He's a godfather of wrestling and all, but fuck
Triple
Ric
H?
Flair.
Oh, Ric Flair.
I love Ric Flair.
I love Ric Flair.
I respect Ric Flair.
Fuck you.
I don't think you should respect him because I think he is.
I got idolized.
I love Rick, but I mean, his past, like, he'll turn on you, man. I love you, Rick.
All right, to Ric Flair then.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
The first cheers of the show was to Ric Flair.
Woo! As it should be. Woo! Space Mountain, baby. Space Mountain.
Limousine riding.
Jet flying.
Kiss stealing. Son of a gun. I'm having a hard time keeping my gators on the ground. Ric Flair.
To Ric motherfucking
Ric
Flair.
Flair. We love you. Okay, so, yeah, we're just trying to say, like, we love, like, the people who were big in the past and stuff, but there's a time where you shouldn't just, like, try to overuse social media and attack people. You're being a troll. That's what you're doing, okay?
I'd say one person, too, is fucking Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash shoots constantly.
Yeah,
but he shoots on other wrestlers
Kevin
that are
Nash.
retired.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I've never seen him say anything about today, though.
You know, now that you mention it, I don't know if I have or not.
I like Kevin Nash.
I like him, too. I'm just saying.
He was
does
never,
talk
like,
lot.
a wrestler, though.
No, he was all power.
Yeah.
Well, just like him or, you know, Psycho
Goldberg.
Sid.
Yeah.
I was just watching a match last night. It was Psycho Sid and Shawn Michaels.
See, Sid Vicious was one of those that really just never got over, even when he was champ.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
His hair looked
That
like
could
Roman.
turn into a pretty cool thing with Sid
Yes.
Vicious. Just remember that we mentioned Sid Vicious at one point in the series so far.
Callus.
Kyle Sid. Okay.
I got money.
We can split it. We got it.
We can go get Buffalo Wild Wings. It'll be great.
All right. Well, that was the main three topics that we wanted to cover tonight. Of course, we have TLC coming up this Sunday, so you should definitely expect an episode from us involving TLC, because I think we plan to record right after the pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, we'll have that out to you. As a bonus to this episode, number 2 of Let's Get Drunk and Talk Wrestling, we introduced ourselves earlier, but now we want to give you our top 5 favorite wrestlers of each of us. So I guess I'll go ahead and go first. My number 1, none of the rest of my list is in a certain order except for the number 1. Number 1 is definitely this person. He is Triple H. Triple H is my fucking favorite.
Yeah.
From his career, like, early days, like, WCW and shit. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could talk for days about the dude.
Yeah, and the fact that he's like he's kind of like a Jesus Christ of wrestling. He's coming and he's going to resurrect everything.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see something come from that pedigree to Seth Rollins. They didn't really see
nothing's happened yet.
What happened now?
Whenever KO won the Universal title, because Triple H
They
fucked
still haven't
everybody.
paid off on that.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, I can't wait for Triple H to come back in today's storyline.
Yeah.
As long as he's not.
They just bide. It'll be WrestleMania.
Not so much the authority type thing.
And
Just
you
have
know
him
what?
come back.
He's going to come back in, and his entrance, I swear to God, is going to be, he's going to resurrect Lemmy Kilmister.
Yes.
He's going to have him, his zombie
With
Lemmy.
Nazi German science.
Yeah, just fucking gigantic Satan bass. And just play his fucking intro with the rest of Motorhead.
Through a guitar amp.
Yeah.
That's what
Just
he did.
just blast everyone's ears out, and he's going to have like some kind of god-awful necromancer arm or some bullshit.
But speaking of, like, you know, Lemmy involving Triple H, I mean, that's some of the best music for wrestling, like, I think. The theme.
Oh, dude, I loved it when he switched from the Our Time theme onto the
Time to play the game.
yeah, whatever, Motorhead that, and then the fucking they did Evolution's theme too. I believe.
Yeah. And I love that. I think it was on Xbox, the original one.
Yeah.
You could get that on, like, Raw.
And then they
I
did,
think it was Raw.
They
The
also
video
did King
game.
of Kings too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I believe those were on 2K15.
Probably.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, Lemmy really liked it, though. Lemmy. I mean,
Dude, him and
he was an
Triple H
interesting
were
guy,
like
dude.
buds or
Yeah.
something.
Which
think.
kind of questions like, how much pot do you smoke, Triple H?
They were probably taking
I don't
over.
think he's not an alcoholic because he's too fit to be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have him on Twitter, and like the other day he posted pictures of himself like doing, or like a video of himself.
No,
like,
that's
doing
what he
push-ups.
lives, sleeps, and breathes. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
It was like probably 100 pounds of chains on him. It was like several chains. He's doing push-ups. He does like 10. He pauses, and they take like some of the weight off of him, and then he does 10 more. So it's like a burnout thing until he gets down to 0.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you're like almost 50. Like, you're a fucking badass.
Oh, dude, like my brother, fucking. That's what his.
Yeah, he's a
It's their
bodybuilder,
drug,
right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fucking. They live, eat, sleep, and breathe that shit.
I mean,
man.
that's awesome, dude. I wish I could do it.
Yeah, till then it's just alcohol, cigarettes, and.
More alcohol.
You can leave the beep in there. All right, number 2 of me. Well, not number 2, but Foley is my second. Jericho third. Eddie Guerrero fourth. Number 5, maybe shocking to you. It's AJ Styles, and it's not from today's AJ Styles. It's from the beginning of TNA when it was NWA TNA, and he was the whole leader of the X Division. Him, Christopher Daniels, Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
Like fucking amazing matches. Like
Oh yeah,
so great.
that's what I'm saying. I don't really like what they're doing with him in the
Yeah.
WWE.
But he's still over,
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course he is.
whether they don't like him or they do.
I mean, he was going to be from the get go.
He seems a lot more country in WWE.
He looks like Alan Jackson or something.
He doesn't look like Alan Jackson, but like I feel like just the way it's talking and everything. I feel like he wasn't like that in New Japan, which was like not long
Yeah,
ago.
it was like, hey, dong, dong, too.
Well, he wasn't speaking Japanese.
I'm just kidding.
I'm cutting that out.
That was so racist. Please leave that in. Okay. Yeah, so that's my top 5. Like, so who wants to take the next top 5?
I'll go. All right, starting in with my list, I would say number 1, like you, I have a number 1, but the others aren't necessarily in order. Mick Foley, just right out the gate.
Foley.
Foley. Are you not ready for this? Are you not ready for this?
I have switched drinking from Sweetwater IPA to Good People's, a local brew out of Nashville, Tennessee. Pale Ale. Not an IPA, but a Pale Ale.
Yeah.
It's pretty tasty. Try it out. Cheers.
You gotta get something that clanks next time, bro.
You gotta not spill on the fucking keyboard.
Who did?
You.
I did not.
That's beer, friend.
So was his.
It's probably mine. Yeah, it's cold. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let me blame him.
Sorry. Alright,
I'll re-go back into that.
Alright, yeah.
Anyway. But Mick Foley, is my number
Is
1
God.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't,
Kill him.
from... Well, it seems like at times. Don't say that, though. That's a bad omen. But fucking... Just... I mean, what's not to love about the guy?
Oh, I
Fucking his ECW run was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His fucking...
Molly Foley.
whole Kane Dewey angle was fucking epic. And fucking... Then you see him in fucking... brown... I don't know how to describe it. Medieval, I guess? Gear?
Kind of, yeah.
Fucking mask and shit. And that's what I first saw when I was a kid. That was my first introduction into Mick Foley. And kids were talking about it in school, and I was like, I gotta see this dude. And they're like saying, yeah, dude, he's scaring the shit out of The Undertaker. He's totally like kicking his ass and stuff. I'm like, Undertaker's getting his ass kicked. He's scared. What?
Which is crazy because Foley he was a big guy, but he wasn't really that tall.
No,
Did you see him come out and scare the Undertaker?
that's the thing, is it was all character. It was
Yeah.
massive.
Because when he first came out, he was kind of like a Hannibal Lecter type, like the way he would,
His promos in the early
not
years
necessarily
of Mankind.
his promos.
Like
yeah.
he was like pulling his hair out in a blue room
Yeah, he
with
did that for a
rats.
long time, dude.
Yeah.
Even after Paul Bear was like his
Yeah.
manager for a bit, which I'm sure fucking put him over quite a bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hands him the urn and he fucking starts rocking with it like Greg over here.
ADHD.
Fuck yeah.
But then he starts into the fucking where he's wearing the. I'm saying fucking a lot. I'm sorry. But when he starts wearing the suit not suit, but
The
dress
ratty
shirt.
dress shirt,
Yeah,
yeah.
and fucking tie, and the whole have a nice day thing, and fucking just went way over the top. I remember being in the basement fucking watching rocks I wasn't supposed to. And
Being in the basement totally makes it sound like you were in shackles, bro.
you don't understand, everyone was upstairs. I went down there to play Wolfenstein too.
They brought you a piece of cheese a day, and it's that government cheese.
No, hell no. When they came down, leave! I want my WWE F. What?
What was it? What was the promo when they got rid of the F? What was it? Get the F out?
Yeah, get the F out.
something like
I
that.
loved it though. I do miss the
It's
F.
confusing.
Damn pandas getting in the way of everything.
Oh my god. Fuck. That was out of left field.
So after Foley, who else?
Alright. Anyway, number 2 would have to be Sabu. I mean,
Sabu.
not necessarily in that order, but like I said, Sabu, he just did so much for ECW. He gave his entire, like, being to that.
Yeah.
And then fucking... Well, now he kind of just works for money, and he'll tell you so on his Twitter.
Well, he's earned it.
Has he done anything with CZW?
I'm not sure, actually. I wouldn't be surprised.
What is that?
CZW? Oh,
You know CZW.
that's where fucking John Moxley's from.
Yeah, John Moxley.
Oh,
Dean
yeah.
Ambrose. Also, though, it was in the movie with Mickey Rourke, the wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
He wrestled at CZW for it. You could see R-Truth in it.
Yeah.
Or K-Quick, or whatever you
Yeah,
want to
K
call
Quick
him.
back then. And then there's that guy. He's from CZW, but if you've ever watched CZW, like you know, and like he's one of the top villains or whatever. But he's in it as well. It's crazy.
But no, I don't know if he was in CZW or not.
I just cracked open another delicious Sweetwater IPA.
That's good.
The last one.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I don't care.
Straight out of Atlanta, Georgia.
No, Sabu, he just has given himself to the business, like, consistently. And fucking is a good technician, too. And fucking very innovative with everything that he's ever done.
Yeah, I feel like he just launched himself a lot of people.
Well, yeah. But also with the chairs and fucking different ways of doing that. And
Yeah.
like, wrapping himself in barbed wire and shit. And it's fucking just basically pushing it as far as he can.
Yeah,
Before his body gives out and he breaks his neck.
it's truly extreme.
And moving on, number 3, Stone Cold. I love the guy. He's fucking, once again, did so much for the business and fucking basically was the Attitude Era forever.
Yeah, I think.
And fucking hard worker and still is. I mean, I still listen to the Stone Cold podcast.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
I love listening to Stone Cold. And I love that he came in and stunned the New Day
Yeah.
Oh,
at
yeah.
WrestleMania.
One of them he didn't even get the kick to him.
Yeah,
Didn't one of them get Sacco as well?
probably.
Because Mick Foley was there.
Yeah. And Shawn Michaels, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and his weird looking eye.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
What happened to Shawn Michaels?
Someone super kicked him?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I'm gonna cut that out. That's fucked up.
That's kind of funny. I was thinking a donkey super kicked him, but
Yeah, now with this fucking ranch. He's probably done kicked it back straight.
I mean, does it seem like he phones it in quite a bit whenever he comes back? He comes in like hunting gear.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I swear to God, he's gonna come in like sweats.
He's still gonna have his boots on.
They just come in and be like, I'm here to have some fun.
You gotta believe that in there.
With his pants tucked into his boots.
Yes. He's
Always.
still coming out.
Oh my god.
In fucking sweats. With the shorts over the sweats.
Yeah. It's like
And a sweatband. God damn it, Sean's doing yoga. God damn it, DDP.
Cheers to DDP.
Cheers to DDP.
DDP yoga.
Love you, DD.
Mm-hmm.
You're helping so many people.
Yep. Jake the Snake, still alive because of you.
Yes, sir.
I truly
Scott
love
Hall.
you. Scott, I heard he kind of fell off the wagon.
Yeah, but I think he's back now.
Okay.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's it? Okay.
Kano Comic-Con was a trial for him.
Yeah, I saw something on YouTube. Someone posted a video that said Scott Hall was like missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard from Scott Hall.
But
Oh yeah, I didn't know about
Do you
that.
know
but DDP
anything
got
else?
on Twitter. He was like, "I've talked to Hall. It's okay."
Okay, cool.
Good.
Jesus, Scott.
Fucking scared us to death.
DDP can get a hold of
Don't pull a
anybody.
Perry Saturn on us.
Oh.
That's no. I didn't mean.
You gotta keep it. You just gotta hold it in if you don't really mean it.
I mean, I love Perry Saturn, but he did kind of disappear for a while in bad circumstances.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in.
I didn't mean to make
since
fun
back
of it,
then.
but
I heard he was homeless.
he was.
Yeah.
I think he's back helping something or other.
All right, so what was it? What was that one again?
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. All right, Stone Cold's a beast.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck
sir.
yeah. I
Of course, we're from the South, so you don't know nothing about having a Southern boy
Yeah.
drop a stunner on you.
Pour beer on you, and
I grew up in.
He said,
Nevada,
"Fuck you,
so-
boss."
you don't know how many of us Southerners want to pour cement in somebody's Corvette.
Yes, dude, that'd be so great.
I'd actually believe more that Stone Cold came from Nevada, honestly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've seen that shit happen at the trailer park. Fucking shit goes wrong. Someone owns a cement business, and fucking someone's trailer's filled with fucking cement. Shit goes wrong.
Is this a true story?
But
Yeah,
their brand new
absolutely.
F-250 out.
Yeah,
but
that's
their
awesome.
brand new F-250 outside will be immaculate.
Yeah,
I'm not saying the town it happened in, but good God, it was a sight to behold.
that's hilarious. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So Stone
But
Cold.
he's a Jew from Nevada, the city of all money.
Hey, come on.
I don't think that's a thing for Nevada, but it should be. We love you, Bravoski, I promise. So your next person?
Triple H. I agree with you on that one.
Ah.
I agree. He's done so much, and he's fucking making NXT into something extremely fucking awesome.
Yes.
And just
It's almost
basically
like
carrying it.
it's almost like I'm not trying to say like into the future of NWO, but like it seems like it's almost like an NWO type thing. All of NXT to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I know there's going to be some kind of... I thought it was actually going to come at Survivor Series.
What
but
I would love is fucking Paul Heyman leading NXT, invading Raw. Like,
No, dude, I think Triple H should do it.
yeah, Triple H.
Just have him coming up and just be like... And one of the reasons why he put Kevin over is because Kevin's an NXT guy.
Yeah.
And then have him just show up. Vince called and said, Raw's not cutting it, so I'm taking over. And like bring all his people.
Is this going to be like another invasion angle?
Yeah, dude. I think
I
that'd
hope
be
so.
dope as fuck, dude.
I mean, because
Yeah.
eventually, dude, like, I don't know, they're making money off NXT.
So it'd be Triple
Why
H.
get rid of it?
Triple H versus fucking Stephanie and Mick, and then Shane and
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan.
I see.
Oh,
this
I didn't.
video.
I wasn't even thinking about that. But you're talking about Shane and
Yeah, like
Daniel
SmackDown,
Bryan
Raw,
being
and
against
NXT.
Raw as well.
Well, all of them, just like
Being against
all
one
out
another.
war.
Ah.
Because they're trying to invade both.
Oh, so it could
They
be
could
like just a
bring back
literal invasion angle of
They
three
could bring back
companies.
that WCW match, 3 rings and fucking
What was that
World
called?
War III, something like that.
That was a pay per view that it was on.
Yeah.
It
King
was,
of Rings?
No, it wasn't that. It happened at Fall Brawl all the time. What was that
I
called?
think so. I'm not sure.
We'll have to check that out. It was the
Fact
2
check it.
rings combined, and it was fucking awesome.
3,
I heard
I saw
War
3.
Games is what it is.
War Games.
Yeah.
I feel that I read an article about WWE actually wanting to invest in War Games.
Well, they copyrighted the name.
Yeah, they copyrighted the name. So, like, will we see a WWE War Games?
I hope so.
That'd be
that
so
would be
dope.
awesome.
Especially now since the roster split.
Dude, I think a War
SmackDown
Games would be a
versus-
hell of a match for Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Like instead of the 5-on-5, have 3 rings and just have all of them go at it.
Yes. Wow.
That'd be epic fucking.
Maybe even have 4
Shit.
rings and just have a separate ring for the women's. Owe me money.
What?
Copyrighted by Let's Get Drunk and Talk Wrestling.
Fuck that. Copyrighted by Coach over here.
Well, Greg Gibson, if you want to know.
Nah, well, just thanks for giving it out there, buddy.
Thanking a mama. All right, so your next person?
Okay, I must admit I did cross someone out for this, but I think it's because it's on a separate category. And that was the Steiners.
Yeah.
And I'll leave that for a separate category. But I did think of someone I forgot. Chris Benoit. And I know a lot of
said
people are going to be, yeah. I kind of figured on that, but you know what? You can't deny the fucking guy's contribution.
I loved him.
He's the only fucking...
Absolutely.
I think, was it you that said it in the first podcast, Jacob? He was like, love the wrestler, hate the man.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And absolutely, because you can't deny what he did.
It's two separate people.
It's just, yeah. And fucking, he's involved in one of the greatest WrestleMania moments ever.
Yeah.
Fucking him and Eddie after he won the title. Fucking, it's the most amazing thing. I watched it live.
Makes me want to cry now.
Yeah,
Yep,
I mean,
it really
was
does.
epic. And fucking, he was also the second person to ever go first man to the end on Royal Rumble.
Word.
The person was Shawn Michaels.
Didn't Roman do it?
No.
I thought Roman done it last year, or whatever year he won the Rumble.
No.
He didn't win the Rumble. Triple H won the Rumble.
You're
No,
wrong.
I'm not talking about last year. Was it last year or the year before? When Roman Reigns, he won the Rumble to go to WrestleMania, didn't he?
I'm fixing to cut
Against
this out
Brock?
because I'm going to smack you.
No.
Against Brock is what you're talking about. But that's whenever Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
So
he
it was
won
against Brock.
But wasn't he number one and lasted all the way to the end?
I don't think so.
No. I don't
Pretty
think
sure.
so. I'm-
Because it was the same Rumble.
I think you're talking about last year, and Triple H was number 30, came out, kicked Roman's
Fact
ass,
check.
and won.
But yeah, Roman was number 1 through number 29.
He may have been. He may have been 1 through 29.
Go on to your list. I'll fact check it.
All right, so your next person, who was that again? I apologize.
Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. Oh yeah, so there's a movie coming out about him too, though.
Yeah, what do they call it?
I think it's Crippler Crossface or Crossface, and it's like a documentary style movie about like the rise and fall of Chris Benoit, and like I think it's kind of almost. I think they have conspiracy involved in it, like to where there's.
I wanna see
because
it.
there are conspiracies about all that.
Oh, I know there is.
Which I'm not like trying to defend anybody or anything, like, but I don't know.
But I've also heard rumors that like Chris Benoit lived in the house like 2 days before he
Yeah, a whole
killed
weekend.
himself.
He killed him on like a Friday and didn't
Killed
kill
himself, like, on
till
Monday.
Sunday, I think. Friday morning to Sunday. I don't know.
It's crazy. Anyway,
No,
that's not
that's
why
all-
we're talking
yeah.
about Chris.
I'm talking about Chris. He's like the most technical fucking wrestler I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He was the
Fucking
little guy.
just-
The originator of Suplex City.
I mean, he was too. I mean, just a machine.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Okay. I seen him live at a dark match of SmackDown in like early 2000s, I think. Me and Levi went, and whenever he did this flying headbutt, dude, I swear to God that lasted like 30 seconds, him being in the air.
Yeah.
Because everybody was like fucking taking pictures, and it looked like he just floated, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
was
time
crazy.
he did it,
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like he would push himself off. It was like he was diving into water, like literally.
Yeah.
And then he hits the fucking,
Yeah, the mat.
his head, and then you're like, oh god.
But dude, it was beautiful, man. Like I still remember that, and I was probably 12 when we went to that. I slapped Rakishi's boob. It was awesome. I didn't want to wash my hand. I love Rikishi. What up, Quiche?
Bad too.
Yeah, should have got over.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Take your sons, please.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Don't. Okay, that's a different subject.
Yeah. So is that it for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, my number 1 and number 2 are up there at the top for me because my grandfather very well respected them. I never really saw much of him until after he passed away when YouTube and everything became popular. But
Yes.
2 guys he loved watching back in his heyday was Flair and Dusty.
Yep.
That's my 1 and 2. I mean, no greater rivalry.
Yeah, some of the best matches. Talking about a hardcore match, dude.
Uh-huh.
Like, you've never seen anybody bleed like Ric Flair. and
No, the
Dusty
Master
Rhodes
Blading.
dude.
in a cage match. Like, what?
He's bladed more than fucking every emo kid on the planet.
Yeah.
But he's so good at it.
Yeah. But then Dusty, too, man. The son of a plumber.
The son of a plumber, the American Dream.
The American Dream, baby.
Fucking
You
And,
believe
uh,
it, you can do it.
Yeah. I mean, and you can't think NXT without Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, the Tag Team Classic.
Well, no, I'm just saying you can't. NXT, Dusty was a big part of NXT.
Yeah. He had the promo class.
Yeah.
Was teaching them how to cut promos.
And came up with people's
And
characters.
what a
Like,
person to
he
do
came
it.
up with Bailey's character. He came up with Sasha Banks.
Really?
Yeah, but not really, not really came up, but he guided them to it. Like,
Yeah. Brought it out of them.
Yeah, bring it out of them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always heard that he was like super like attaching to people. Like
yeah,
if
he would have
like,
he would have that person that was considered the outcast and nobody thought would do anything, and he would polish them up.
Exactly. Which, because I mean, Dusty Rhodes being let's say it, a fat guy, dude, like out there wrestling with like Billy Graham.
Yeah.
Like the
thing
superstar,
was, he made it like personality.
Yeah,
that's what
personality alone. But I mean, he delivered in performance as well, though.
Oh yeah,
yeah. A lot of those indie shows that he was in back in those days, he was booking.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day seeing him come out to the fucking, his music wearing the polka dots and fucking had his lady with him and fucking
the black lady.
I think
it was WWF. He only wore the polka dots in WWF. I think.
Yeah, I think so. But fuck, I mean, first time I saw him, I was like, whoa, this is kind of weird. But then he saw him wrestling and fucking jumping around. And I was like, this guy's fucking awesome.
The shake, rattle, and roll.
Oh yeah,
the shake, rattle, and roll.
Elbow.
And I'll have
the
to
last
say,
man to get polka dots over.
Yes. And I'll have to say that we played WWE 2K. We were playing 16. Now we got to 17. It was a wedding gift from our lovely coach Greg to me whenever I got married in October. But we'll play Rumbles on there, and we'll do a 30-man Rumble, And one time, I think one of us, if not both of us, have made it all the way to 30. And I don't know who won. Greg beats me a lot because he saves his finisher and then kicks me out. It's horrible, but I love it, dude. It's my favorite game.
We need to do one after this.
Yes, I'm down. Well, Blair's playing her game, but
maybe not right now, but we might be able to record that.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
I think they got the things for that. But anyway, did you still have
Dusty Rhodes?
Yeah.
So Dusty Rhodes was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair, obviously.
Yeah.
Ric Flair goes unspoken. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you know anything about wrestling, you know that Ric Flair is the man. And to be the man, you gotta beat the man, which Dusty Rhodes has done. So does many other people, but
But my third guy, none of us is. I think you may have said Jericho.
Yes, Jericho's on my list at number 3.
I mean,
you can't deny the dude.
Yeah,
I got the goddamn list right now.
Yeah, but not even the list. We talked about the countdown to the debut of Jericho.
Yes.
Interrupting
that was a
the
guy
Rock.
that left WCW in the Cruiserweight division.
Yes, but like the crowd wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
Like the Jericho to like get the push in WCW.
Yeah.
And like they would never give it to him.
But even dude, you gotta think about it. Back then, for a guy that they didn't know how he was going to really work out, then
he delivered.
No, not only they delivered, they built that up for so long.
Yeah.
That was like that was like a 4-month countdown.
I remember fucking like just. I don't know. It did so great for him. I was fucking psyched for it when it counted down.
Like even back then,
lights
if you went to
went out. Fucking
boom. Like even back then, if you went to the old WWE website,
walls down and Jericho fucking comes up like, holy shit!
I'll have to admit, whenever we were talking about backyard wrestling, like whenever I used to come out to my theme music, I think it was like I hate to say this, but a Linkin Park song, and but I did the whole like Jericho thing. I had my back turned, my arms up, and it was like, oh, and I did the little kick thing. I fucking loved him, man. Jericho's.
But you gotta think about even back then though, like if you were blessed enough to have dial-up internet in the trailer park,
Earthlink, what up?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
AOL. Yo, me money.
So
but
much
like,
money.
even if you went to the old WWF back then website, like even the website, they had the countdown on it at all times.
Really?
Like whatever. Yeah, dude.
I didn't have the internet then.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it at a buddy's house. Fucking,
really?
He had a computer and fucking. We get on there and go on Napster and fucking. They go to
Thanks a lot, Metallica.
When somebody says Chris Jericho, what do you think of? I've got it imprinted into my mind.
Chris
I
Jericho.
just can't see anything but him in standing.
I've got
backwards.
that promo he cut with The Rock talking about Steph and Booker T. He's like, Stephanie, you're the breast. I mean best. That whole promo him and Rock done.
I don't know if I've remembered it.
Oh my god, dude, it is beautiful.
Jericho
smack
talked
dab
a lot
in the
of shit
attitude.
on
Oh
Stephanie.
yeah, to Stephanie, dude.
Yeah.
What do you call her? Like a stank ass hoe or something like that.
Yeah. But
and he
number
got
4,
that over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But number 4 on my list, I think you said it was Stone Cold.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my God, you just that glass breaking.
We need good.
And I have to
He's
say,
the only guy to make people stay after Raw just to see him drink beer.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, and he did you see the
Kinda
clip
drink
where he
beer.
rides down the entrance in a rolling chair and tries not to fall over?
Hey, to be fair, I will have to say that Stone Cold probably drank more beer on there than Sandman did. I think.
yeah, probably.
I mean,
Stone Cold definitely got paid a lot more to drink beer on TV.
Sandman just kept spitting it out.
Sorry, Polly.
Sandman just kept spitting it out.
Yeah.
So it was like, and I see Stone Cold like drinking down fucking big old heaping, and then getting in the car and driving.
Filming him getting in the car and driving. You know what I mean?
And I'm like, okay, well, this guy's fucking badass.
But number 5 on my list, I left it open because I was still trying to figure out who I wanted to put in there. But The Rock.
Wow.
I could say that. I mean,
Not so much. I know he came up in the part-timers
or
thing.
see that rather.
But the reason why I was talking about him in the part-timers thing, I think he kind of came back as a favorite of Vince
Yeah.
to try to push it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah.
I really kind of don't really include him in that category.
Well, he's iconic, so.
Yeah, and
So, I mean,
but
he's
you
like
talk about a guy that like I mean he I remember when Austin was out with his neck, he carried
Yeah.
that company in the Attitude Era. He carried it, man.
he was like one of the first third generation superstars.
superstar.
But
Him
seriously,
and,
he
him and
was.
Yeah,
Triple
yeah.
H did. Him and Triple H did.
Yeah.
Because I just watched that whole fucking
Well, that's when
segment.
that's when Triple H really came alive.
Yeah. Yep. That was right after the whole British thing, wasn't it?
Oh, the Blue Blood.
Yeah.
Or he was
Hunter
like-
S. Helmsley.
He had his match, first match with Cactus Jack like that, though.
Yeah.
Triple H. Actually, that name originated when Triple H and Shawn Michaels first met. He was like, "What's your gimmick name?" He was like, "I'm Hunter Helmsley." He's like, "I'm never going to remember that. I'll just call you Triple H." And that's how it started. It
Oh,
started
God,
as a
and
back
it worked.
it started as a backstage thing.
Really?
Yep.
In the click.
Yep.
And now that's all
God,
it's known as.
how is the click so intriguing? I mean,
we didn't do
without,
an
without
episode.
being corny, like, because I don't think they're corny, dude. Like,
Triple H was seriously just their driver back then.
yeah, he didn't do anything.
It's like the Rat Pack of wrestling.
It is.
It's just like they're fucking buds for always and fucking no matter what, they tear shit up wherever they go.
Yeah.
And fucking make magnificent fucking segments and matches and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm really surprised none of us had Shawn Michaels on the list.
I almost did. It was almost the tie between Sean and Chris.
Well, mine came
Because
down
I
to Shawn
relate
and
them
The
to
Rock.
same.
Okay,
I relate. To
I'll
them.
say he's in my top 10.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
top
yeah,
five.
definitely top 10.
He's probably like number 6 for me.
Probably. Oh, I don't know, Gold Dust.
Goldie.
I love Goldie, man.
God, I love
That fucking
Goldust.
his
Like,
finisher
best
move,
finisher.
the final cut. It's like a half suplex turned into like a swirling neck breaker or
Yeah.
something. Ah,
Call us Dustin.
What's that? What is his Shattered Dreams where he just kicked him in the nuts, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where he put his legs on the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
I always thought there's the curtain call where he like grabbed him like this, like
Upside
backward
down,
suplex, and then picked him up and then just slammed him down.
No.
That's how it was in the video game.
Well, the video game's wrong.
Well, I imagine that, but
I think actually Cody Rhodes did that against Kurt Angle. Maybe
Yes.
did he hit that on him?
Yes.
maybe that was his original finisher. Because I watched a lot of old school Goldust back
No, it
in the
may
day.
have been a newer one actually, if anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We'll fact
Gold Dust,
check
we
that.
love you, Goldie.
Oh yeah,
Fuckers, you still go to?
So
Bring
is
our
that-
truth,
Is
it'll
that
be
all
fun.
of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because I could. Flair and Dusty were my 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. Well, that was just a great period. Anyways. All right. Well, I guess that wraps up episode number 2. We thoroughly appreciate you listening to this entire episode if you actually did. And we love you for doing that.
oh hell yeah.
So here's a cheers to you and let's get drunk and talk wrestling.
Cheers, everybody.
There's the cheers.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed it. Expect an episode on maybe Monday. What date is that? Well,
No idea. What's
anyways.
today's date?
Anyways,
31st.
hopefully Monday or maybe Sunday night, maybe Tuesday. Hopefully not Tuesday, but we'll have it up to you. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. We'll edit that out. I don't like that at all.
And this
You
too,
guys
apparently.
want to say anything?
I just want to say thanks again for listening. If you are, feel free. I'll have the Twitter page up, fully functioning. Hopefully, by the next episode, I'll be sure to give that to you. But check us out on Facebook, and then any kind of love we'll take.
Yep.
Yeah. If you feel like posting something to our wall on Facebook, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Feel free to share us around so that way we can get other people involved.
Yeah. All right. So, we love you.
Yeah.
And that's episode 2. Next time we'll see you, TLC. Catch you then.
Peace.
Bye, everyone.